If you're anything like me, you're always looking at ways to get better, to step up, and to be the best that you can be. At some point, you've probably found yourself sitting alone in your room, on a plane, on a holiday, on a train, reading self-help books, reading books that claim, use my method and get better, or books that tell you what to do to increase your productivity. Believe me, I've read a lot. And once you finish reading them, you feel inspired, you feel enlightened, like you can do anything, like the world is your oyster and you're the best version you can be at this very point. But give or take 1 or 2 weeks and you find yourself going into the same headspace as you were before. You find yourself inside your own head saying, why am I doing this? Why do I waste so much time? Why aren't I being productive? And the other part of your mind's going, you said this last week, you've done this before, why didn't you just change your habits? At which point you turn around to yourself and say, screw you, I'm not listening. I'm going elsewhere. And then you find yourself being that same person you were 1 or 2 weeks before finishing that book. Probably sitting at your desk, twiddling your thumbs, watching funny videos on YouTube, or just lying in your bed watching endless and endless hours of Netflix. Now, it may seem like I say this with a lot of surety, but that's because I really am that person, and I read a lot of these kinds of books. And it really does inspire me for those 1 to 2 weeks. But then afterwards, I get out of these habits because, well, I just don't know if they're actually working or not. Now, someone like me, I get a lot of value out of seeing other people trying these methods, getting knowledge from people who have been there and done that before, and actually seeing results communicated. And so that's where this series comes in. I want to start putting some of these methodologies and some of these life hacks to the test, and I want to bring you the results and communicate what I'm feeling each and every day as I'm doing it. Now, doing it, you ask, what does that mean? Well, as you scroll through the internet, as you do a Google search, as you look at highly successful habits, lots of things come up. There's lists upon lists upon lists of key things we should be doing to be highly productive and therefore being highly successful. And as I scroll through these lists, I look at each item and I say, yeah, I've tried that, or I don't know if that's gonna work. But the truth of the matter is, I actually haven't properly tested them myself. Nor have I spoken to someone who's implemented these effectively and been able to give me clear-cut results as to whether they work or they don't. And if you're in a similar position to me where you actually want to see the results of someone implementing these things, well then hey, I might be your guy, because I'm going to test them for you. Bit by bit, I want to start implementing some of these habits of highly successful people into my own life. Whether that be waking up at 4 a.m, reading more, or exercising routinely, I want to put one of these into place through a series of tests to see if they actually do something positive to my life. And you're coming with me. So if there's a habit, if there's a routine, if there's a methodology, if there's some crazy guru that said something that's meant to revolutionize your life, please tell me, please leave a comment, please subscribe, and please let me know if there's something you want me to test, because I'm so keen and so eager to try and put these tests together to help you out and really say, yeah, this kind of works, or no, this doesn't work, or maybe it would work if something particularly happened. And who knows, I might walk out of here looking like Elon Musk, build the next spaceship, colonize Mars. I don't know, and that's the beauty of it, is I'm gonna be learning through this experience, and hopefully the feedback that I get from people watching this can be something really positive that we can all share with each other. So stay tuned for part 1, and hopefully this turns out to be really positive and we can get some great results. Oh, and if you could subscribe and like this video, that would be great. And if you don't subscribe, you're gonna have to endure 7 hours of me playing Horse with No Name on repeat.